turn our attentions to Somalia, because the African Union says it will hold a summit to pledge help for the victims of Somalia's worsening drought. Let's assess the situation there with Alun McDonald. He is from Oxfam. He joins me, in fact, on the line from Nairobi. Alun McDonald, thank you for your time. Are your staff, those who are able to get access, who are able to help in the region, what are they telling you about what is apparently a worsening situation?
It is worsening, and we fear that it's going to get worse over the next few months, which is why the pledging conference for the African Union is so important. It doesn't feel like donors and governments around the world are really keeping pace with just how bad the situation is getting. We're expecting over the next few weeks to see millions more people, slip into a situation where they need urgent food and water and shelter.
You say they're not keeping pace. I mean, what is the problem there? We're looking at pictures at the moment that tell their own story. Is it simply that they're not willing to contribute any more funds and any more relief? What sense are you getting?
Well, we have seen a positive change over the past couple of weeks. Since the situation was declared a famine, donors have been providing more funds, or at least promises of funds. There are still huge gaps because the situation is getting worse. But the other problem is that a lot of the money that has so far been promised has been quite vague in terms of where and how it's going to be spent. We need that kind of sense of urgency among donors and just the response in general, to make sure that the money that has been promised and announced is actually turned into concrete action on the ground. We're seeing thousands of people continuing to arrive in refugee camps. We're seeing people dying every day. So it really is a matter of urgency that money is translated into action.
And is it right to say that there are still some parts of the country that charity workers simply can't get access to, where you're not really fully aware of what the situation is?
In Somalia, definitely, and that is part of the concern. The conditions of people who are arriving in the refugee camps along the border and in Mogadishu, the capital of Somalia, is shocking. I mean, people are very, very weak and malnourished.
I do apologise. I think we've lost the line there to Kenya. That was Alun McDonald from Oxfam, but you certainly got a sense of the continuing desperate need, and as he said, thousands and thousands of people still streaming into Kenya from Somalia as well. So an urgent situation there still, in his opinion, as the African Union prepares to hold a summit to discuss the crisis there in